Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Dude, I get it. You're sexually attracted to grilled cheeses, but we're not going to talk about that.
Good, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Aggressively Medium podcast. This is episode 2. We're just getting started. So,
Episode number 2 of 1,000.
Dose.
We're on our way.
If you are Espanol,
Yeah.
we will have a Spanish translation of this podcast in never.
Never, yeah. We'd have to learn how to speak Spanish first.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey guys, this is episode number 2. Dang it.
This is episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah. We got some stuff that we're going to do that's reoccurring.
Yeah.
We wanted to let you know about. We're going to have a couple of different, what would you call them?
They're not bits or skits, but they're going to be just segments of the pod that we're going to do either once a week or every episode we'll have a part of it, or
Yeah.
every other episode or once a month or something. But it's just little segments that are actually planned and aren't just going to be like free flowing open talk.
Yeah. Well, another thing that's going to be reoccurring is my acid reflux.
Oh, same.
Which
same.
I currently have.
Yeah.
One of the things we're going to do later is we're going to show. This is one of the reoccurring skits or bits or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We're going to do a movie trailer review. We're going to review the whole movie based on the trailer.
Right. And we're going to try and make it to where neither one of us has seen the trailer, so you've got to stop watching them for hours at a time every week.
What else are you going to do on the toilet?
I don't know. There's books out there, I think. You could probably read. But no, so we're going to try and we'll pull it up and we'll watch a trailer of a mostly upcoming movie, but some movies we haven't seen, and we're going to basically bro science our way through the movie based off of the trailer.
Yeah. And we're also, another thing is we're going to separately watch old movies.
Yeah.
And then review them and see if, you know, the nostalgia is still there or if they suck.
Right. So not that it's just going to be Disney movies, but now that Disney Plus, everybody has Disney Plus, you have unlimited access to their catalog. And I can go ahead and tell you there are some bombs in there that shaped my childhood.
Yeah. So what does that mean about your childhood? That it's trash?
It's a good question.
If that was the best part about your childhood.
Yeah, no.
What does it say about your childhood?
Just shaped it, not made it. Not based on, but it helped shape.
You say what you're going to say, and then I'll make up what I want to about it.
Sound like a Democrat. But
That's okay. So to get this out of the way too, I feel like we're both right-leaning, but I am more towards the middle than you are.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's another thing that I thought we probably need to discuss up top.
And we hope you don't mistake that the name, the Aggressively Medium, that we are outspoken moderates. Yeah, or outspoken middle of the road politically, because that's not the case.
Nope. I'm not outspoken about almost anything.
Yeah, I'm so. God, who's not tired of politics? I bet Trump's tired of politics.
Probably so. He's just ready to get back to making TV shows.
But anyway, yeah,
living in his castle or whatever he does,
making more money again. But yeah. So we're also gonna, with the movie trailer review that we're gonna do, we're also gonna review, like Josh said, review older movies, and even like TV shows. We'll watch a couple episodes of a TV show. We're gonna do it separate, like you said, and then we're gonna come together and judge whether it was all nostalgia from our childhood that makes us still think that was a good movie, or if it actually still stands as a good movie. So that'll be fun. You guys can go and walk through some nostalgia with us, and probably end up hating one of us each episode because you think different than me about some nostalgic movie.
Our wives will probably hate us after some of those too.
Yeah. So that's my wife Anna would live in Disney World if she could. and that sounds ridiculous to me, but yeah, so she probably won't appreciate that segment at all.
Yeah. I actually have like a good bit of nostalgia for a lot of these things, which is like I'm very interested to see how, like, if they hold up with the test of time.
Right.
Like, are they Friends, which will like always be a relevant TV show, or will they be Ninja Turtles animated TV show?
Yeah. And just an example, go back and try and watch an episode of Rugrats. That's like the scariest thing in the world. Have you done that? I have. It's awful. It's super creepy.
Really?
Yeah. So, but yeah, so we're going to do that. And honestly, we'll just come up with more reoccurring things as we go. But the basis of what we're doing is it's just free form, open communications. We've basically, we said we've been friends for 8 years, going on 8, getting close to it. We're around the same age. You're definitely older than me.
Yup.
Haven't been as married as long.
Nope.
Doesn't have any children.
Thank God.
Has 2 dogs.
You've got 2 dogs
that live outside because they're animals. They don't live indoors.
These are sweet animals.
They're animals. Anyway, so he's older. I'm wiser. He rides around in a fire truck twice a week and claims he's a firefighter.
Well,
I make sandwiches for a living out of a metal box hooked to my truck. So
yeah,
we're gonna do all kind of things. We'll have guests, other small business owners from around Tuscaloosa and the Birmingham, Alabama area, friends of ours that don't really do anything, but we think they're funny.
Yeah. That's pretty much the scale, is if you are funny or interesting.
Yeah.
We're interested in you and having you on.
It's a plus to have both. Yeah. Don't have to have both. If you have neither,
you're not coming.
Honestly, me and Josh probably aren't.
We're probably not even friends with you. Yeah. Honestly.
Because we're getting up there. How old are you, 31?
30.
30?
30.
That's fun.
Yeah.
30. I'm 28. Anna tries to drag me to places all the time and meet people.
Oh, I love meeting people.
But like, okay, I don't. But but even the sense of just like, my old coworker is having a party. You can talk to her husband. I got too many friends as it is.
Yeah.
I don't need to be talking to. So anybody I bring on the podcast, I've known for a while. I don't know what Josh is going to do. He'll probably bring people off the street.
Hopefully. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, so we'll see. But we're going to have guests. It's just going to be us most of the time. We'll have our wives on occasionally.
Also, another thing, go check out the Instagram.
Yeah.
Follow us on there. Follow us on YouTube. On Instagram, we're going to have a couple of... we'll have like polls and stuff. At some point, we're talking about possibly doing some matchups between different like restaurants and getting you guys take on that.
Yeah.
At some point, we'll have some way for you guys to call in and leave us a message or whatever. Give us your opinion on things. Tell us things that you want us to talk about. And all that fun stuff. So yeah. So the handle is at Aggressively Medium Pod.
Aggressively Medium Pod. That's Instagram and YouTube.
Didn't you saw something on the internet?
Yeah. So yes, I'm partial to our pod, but I listen to like 15 other ones. And I've heard a couple of different times this week already that about like IQ tests. So apparently whoever is in charge of that has done something and put it out there for people to see, because they've had quite many different podcasts are talking about it. But what they said is every few years, the people that are in charge of like IQ tests recalibrate the scale by getting like younger people to take it.
Yeah.
Because their whole goal is to keep 100, which I think is the average score on an IQ test. they're always trying to keep that average at 100.
So making it harder or less hard based on
the people taking the test.
Okay.
So just your average IQ intelligence is 100.
Yeah.
And their point is for the median or the average to be that, which means half of the country is below average intelligence.
Well, I mean, like at first glance when you think about that, that's kind of crazy, but then at the other end of the spectrum, like, somebody's got to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
So,
if you've driven in a car ever or been at a Walmart or anything that's not, it's shocking to see that half of the country is under average intelligence, but
not that shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's got to do manual labor.
Right.
And not to say that those people are dumb.
No, the
just
test
say
does say
that,
that, though.
The test.
Yeah. We didn't.
I didn't say any of you guys were dumb.
The IQ test doctors
said you were
that.
idiots.
I didn't.
You're pretty much slobbering on yourselves.
I'm parroting what I've heard on the internet, which is always a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
With statistics and stuff.
Absolutely. Because statistics on the internet never lie.
No. And the internet says that. So that's what it is.
Absolutely. But yeah, so that's, I mean, like when you think about it, it makes sense that half the people are dumb though.
Yeah.
Because
if that's what we're calling it, is dumb. Below average.
Yeah, below average would be the correct term. Yeah. What's crazy to me too, though, is that there's half of the planet or half of the country or whatever that's above average, and like most of those guys are probably still working like blue collar jobs.
Right, but from what I've seen is you're not technically like a genius or even you're not like above average until 120.
Okay.
So depending on from 101 to 119,
it's your normal.
Are your office workers?
Yeah.
You're
us.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Aggressively medium.
Yeah.
Which means we're in that 100
right above the medium.
100 to 119.
Yeah.
Gosh. Ugh.
Yeah. So, we've got a couple of things that we've talked about mentioning on here. One of which is going to be a debate. Lee has the crazy opinion that taquitos at lunch were the worst.
Think back to middle school, high school, whatever. Middle school, high school, and once a week, or at least we did, I think, where once a week you'd get those nasty toilet paper rolls filled with dog food.
They were delicious. I would get excited
taquitos
when there was taquitos more than like they had leftover taquitos and you would eat them the next day.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. That's the dumbest thing.
No.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, just Google it. It's Mexican. It's a take on Mexican food. It's literally a paper towel roll wrapped around dog food.
But like, what would your
and then
ideal...
fried, and it's gooey
so good.
in the middle, and then the edges are razor blade sharp.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He says awesome.
Yeah, I love taquitos from school lunchroom. Like, if I could get the recipe for that, or just the supplier.
They sell them.
Where?
At Sam's.
Oh man,
I've seen them.
I'm excited now.
No, it's disgusting. So y'all,
what would your ideal school lunch be then?
Not dog food paper towel rolls.
I get that, but what's your high end?
What do we have?
Because stop sign pizza was trash.
Are you talking about the square ones? Is that what you're talking about?
Square. We had square, and then we had like more of like a stop sign shaped.
What are you talking about?
Like an octagon.
The whole pizza was an octagon shape?
That was, yeah.
So like a little personal pan you can get like a game.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have those.
Well, we did.
We had your standard block pizza.
Yeah, which was trash. It was way worse. So, and I had on 2 occasions in high school where I bit down into a piece of pizza and came back and it was mold. like green mold.
That says
on
more
the dough.
about Demopolis Public Schools than it does.
Shout
the
out to
food
Demopolis
itself.
Public Schools.
Yeah.
They're a sponsor of this podcast.
If you think for a second, I don't know. I've had friends that would get a stack of the taquitos like they were Lincoln Logs. Delicious. And just be super happy. I would rather not eat than eat a taquito for lunch.
I'd eat them things.
Luckily, we had the option of always having. You could always choose pizza, like they had it every day, regardless. Really? And so, yeah, it wasn't a problem.
I remember this thing we did too with the little cheeseburgers they'd give you, and then you'd get like two little pickles on your cheeseburger.
What do you mean little?
Well, like it wasn't a freaking Big Mac.
Cheeseburger?
Yeah, a cheeseburger.
Like at your house cheeseburger.
Sure. Is the cheeseburger?
You get two of them?
What? No, the pickles.
You get two pickles.
Yeah, the pickles that would come on them. So you'd get the pickle, and you would throw it and see who could stick it to the ceiling.
And if it didn't, you'd eat it?
I don't think the stakes were that high.
Gosh.
But it was just a fun game you played.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a memory that I have.
Look, all I'm saying is nobody's winning awards for school lunch food, but
maybe I bet you the school that Donald Trump's kids went to, pretty ballin' lunches.
Well, yeah, they sure as heck didn't have taquitos.
If they were smart,
I'm just telling you. I've talked to many friends of mine and seen over the years people that loved them,
yeah,
and people that didn't like them.
I loved them.
I can't imagine how somebody would like it.
If there was a restaurant today.
Why?
Because they were delicious.
No, but what do you mean?
I mean, when I put them in my mouth, they tasted good, and they made my brain go, yeah.
Your brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
My taste buds told my brain. Because that's how it works.
That's fine.
They're so good.
It doesn't bother me that you liked them. I'm not surprised you liked them. You fit the bill for somebody that would like school lunch taquitos. Like we said, though, if you don't know what we're talking about, just Google it, and it's gonna
pop an image up right here.
And then you think
what a taquito looks like.
And then you think like, oh, there's all these pictures. Those are people that hate them, and they're putting up like really leaning against how bad they are. That's just the picture of them. That's off the box they come in. That terrible looking picture. It's not like hate photos made by people that hate them. That's the best they could do.
I thought they were fantastic.
I'm sure you did.
Also, though, what would you like if you had to go to a Mexican restaurant or a fast food Mexican restaurant right now? Which one would it be? Because we've got to get some level of
like which fast food Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
So you mean Taco Bell only?
Oh, see, there we go. Taco Casa is fantastic.
Okay. This is even more specific because nobody outside of Tuscaloosa knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, but there's not going to be a lot of people outside Tuscaloosa on the second episode. They're watching it.
Fair point. So, for all you people that have found us and are now searched way back into here trying to see what we sounded like at the beginning, Taco Casa is basically a fast food restaurant version of the taquitos that we've been talking about.
Nah.
Yeah.
So taquitos are way under Taco Casa.
Think of if you built a building out of those lunchroom taquitos and then sold taquitos out of the building.
Also, think about the decor of your restaurant is 1980s Miami.
Yeah, it's
Mexican restaurant, and it has never changed.
Yeah,
ever.
Anyway, it's a local fast food restaurant that
means
does
taco house.
Huh?
It means taco house.
It means taco house
or house of tacos.
In case house of tacos.
Taco Casa.
Yeah, God. Yeah. So they're not anywhere other than Tuscaloosa, and there's about 1 billion of them here, and nobody ever eats them. I don't know how. I don't know if it's a front for money laundering, or like a mafia meet up areas. I don't know.
Also, they've got a tagline that is under the biggest cactus in town.
Which is zero cacti, because we're in Alabama.
Yeah, but it's like a big like sign that's a cactus. All of their restaurants. And I've thought what I wanted to do was build another building with an even taller cactus than all of those.
Right beside it.
And then sue them for defamation. I'm the biggest cactus in town.
Yeah. Well, so if you did happen to sue them, you're going to get paid in taquitos.
Which is fantastic. Win-win for me.
Then go for it, man. I'm fully in support of that. That's fine.
I'm down.
If you look, Josh is drinking poison in a can.
Gotta stay up.
I'm good. Stay up.
Awake? Yeah. Been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. It's just what time I wake up. I'm an old man now.
So that's dumb.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Being 30, what does it feel like to be like halfway done with life? Is it? Did that hit you on your birthday?
What sucks is I'm halfway done with my life, but just got married.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
the people that got married at 20.
There's plenty of people that get a standing ovation for 30 years of marriage.
Yeah.
So you'll be fine.
Well,
if you make it to 60.
If I can stand at 30.
If you keep eating taquitos and drinking Monsters, it's going to be quick and fast. This podcast, we'll have to edit all this out and take Josh out.
Well, I tried to hide it with the Dale Earnhardt koozie.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Second best race car driver ever.
As opposed to?
Not a NASCAR driver. There's other drivers other than NASCAR.
I know.
And the best driver ever, his name is Ayrton Senna. And he was the best race car driver ever.
What did he do, Indy?
Formula One.
So the same thing. No, I don't know anything about race cars.
Indy cars are way slower than Formula One. Formula One is like the peak of racing. The fastest cars.
It's in Europe, right?
They actually have a race in the U.S. now.
And
in Austin, Texas.
You're outside of the car, right? Basically.
Yeah. Well, you're inside.
It's not covered, though.
No, it's not covered at all.
That's insane.
It is.
Why would you drive? The fastest cars don't have a windshield on it.
Well, you don't need a windshield.
Okay.
You got a helmet.
A helmet. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're like Josh and you like racing fast cars without a windshield and eating garbage paper towel rolls at garbage paper towel roll restaurants, you'll love half of this podcast at least. Whenever he's talking,
R.I.P. Ayrton Senna is also dead.
Nobody cares who you're talking about.
Some people might.
Dale's Dale. That's all you need to know.
Dale's the best NASCAR driver ever.
You know, I'm not even kidding. This isn't a joke. I don't like M&Ms anymore because that's the car that crashed him. I'm not even kidding. I watched it.
That's an amazing fact about. I had an uncle. Okay, this uncle drank Budweiser specifically because
like a boss.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. drove for that car.
Okay.
Drove for them.
I like it.
Then, when he moved to the Mountain Dew car,
he transitioned himself.
He transitioned into
Mountain Dew.
A Mountain Dew guy. Did not like Mountain Dew beforehand.
Wow.
He's that diehard of a fan.
That's what it's all about, man.
It's insane.
I get it.
Like you don't even care about racing anymore. But
more. I've seen 14 minutes of NASCAR in my entire life,
but what's crazy
13 minutes of it was Dale Earnhardt crash.
It's so ingrained in your brain as a Southerner that
Dale, baby,
he got crashed by an M&Ms car.
He did.
Now, M&Ms are trash anyway.
They never apologized. So
the little M&Ms guys.
I mean, that's what it is. The M&Ms never apologize. I don't know about the man.
They should have had.
I don't know about the driver, but I've never seen an apology from M&M.
They should have had a commercial. Whichever. The next year at the start of the Daytona 500 that was just like the little red M&M.
They should have done something.
Little green M&M. Yeah. And they're all just like, look, we're just...
Pretty sure one of them's yellow, isn't it?
We killed Dale.
Did you just do the VeggieTales guys, red and green?
I think they're red and yellow. The green one's a girl.
Yeah. So the two M&M guys.
Yeah, there's M&Ms. There's a red one. There's a yellow one. There's a green one.
Green,
there's a orange one. There's a brown one.
He's not in it much.
The brown one?
Yeah.
Because he looks like poop.
Yeah. Yeah. But back to my point.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff's important. Like, that's a big deal. Your uncle drinks Mountain Dew because Earnhardt Jr. drives it.
Because Junior started driving for Mountain Dew. So he said, I'm a Mountain Dew guy. He literally didn't drink Mountain Dew beforehand.
I appreciate that. As a fan of fans.
Yeah. Brand loyalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the core. It's
true, though, that I wasn't just huffing down M&Ms to begin with.
Yeah.
But after that, and then they never apologized, I just...
Okay, so what's your favorite candy?
Ooh. Dang.
Top of your head.
No, like, categories? Just straight up candy?
Straight up candy. What's your favorite candy?
I don't know.
Well, okay. Would it help if I broke it into a category?
Let's try.
Candy bar.
Dang.
Oh, my God.
A Zero bar.
A Zero bar?
Yeah. White chocolate, nougat.
So, if a Zero bar
caramel.
car wrecked Dale Earnhardt and they never came out and apologized, as a company, would you still eat Zero bars?
I don't think so.
Really?
Well.
That's fascinating.
No, I don't know.
Because I'd eat the fire out of some Snickers, even if
they smashed
If
him.
a Snickers bar walked up to Dale Earnhardt with a gun and shot him in the head, I'd be like, he probably deserved it.
Again, I
keep
get
eating
that.
Snickers.
There's your brand loyalty. It's just the other direction. I get it.
Yeah, brand loyalty for a reason that makes sense.
Yeah. Honestly,
because
though,
it tastes good
with a Zero bar.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to survive killing a NASCAR driver. So I wouldn't have to worry about eating or not. They'd all be gone.
That's true.
I don't know how much money Zero makes.
Probably zero.
I would assume I'm a pretty good chunk of their sales. Because I've never been anywhere and they were out of them.
That says a lot.
Yeah, I like them. I don't know.
Fun fact. Do you like Bluebell ice cream?
Yeah, it's the only ice cream I like.
All right. Bluebell ice cream is the best ice cream.
Right.
Have you ever seen the video of the guy who, when Bluebell was running out, so it was around the same time as like a bunch of riots and stuff.
Okay.
And there was a guy who,
at Bluebell?
No. This was just like riots in general. And it was some sort of, anyways, he gets on there and it's like a YouTube video or something, and he's talking about why we're rioting and like all this other stuff, and it was because Bluebell. In the end, the joke was because Bluebell's running out of ice, or the E. coli or whatever.
Yeah,
Let me find that.
I'll be honest, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I didn't follow that much.
Okay, here we go. I'll put it.
That can't be real.
No, it wasn't real.
Okay.
It was a funny video that somebody put out.
Yeah.
Because there was a bunch of people looting and rioting in Philadelphia.
Yeah. He said Baltimore, but whatever.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
And in the end, the joke was because they were out of Bluebell.
I get it.
But back on my original point, Bluebell ice cream, if you ever go to a Piggly Wiggly on a lower income side of the city,
got one by my house,
they will have all of the flavors all the time
because
they're never out.
Because
I have no idea.
Why do you think? Don't get us in trouble. It's episode number 2.
maybe they just people
I
on
will
that side
say,
of town don't like ice cream.
I will say Bluebell's on the high end.
Yeah, that's true.
We ain't getting. Me and my family aren't getting Bluebell every week.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get a little Briars. You got to get a little Ben and Jerry's on sale.
Special occasion, anniversary.
Yeah,
Bring out the Bluebell.
I just don't have that kind of Bluebell money. Weekly Bluebell.
Yeah,
a gallon of it's $8.
That's
That's
not aggressively
four
medium.
times expensive as gas.
That's aggressively expensive.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit in my aggressively medium life.
Yeah, and a great thing about the fire station is if anybody ever works overtime, it's mandatory. It's an unwritten law that they have to rule either way. That they have to bring in a carton of Bluebell.
Dang.
So
if you get overtime, you get punished.
Well, yeah, because you're making a bunch of money, so the guys think you need to chip in,
I like it.
Get some stuff for
Makes
somebody
sense.
else.
Yeah.
Break off a little piece of that pie.
Yeah. What's your favorite Bluebell flavor?
Ooh, cookie two-step.
I don't know what's in that.
Cookie two-step is cookies and cream with cookie dough. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
To me, it's the best. I mean, that or banana split. I like banana split a lot too.
All right.
What about you?
I like a good vanilla and strawberry, but not strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
That's pink.
The vanilla and strawberry.
It's vanilla with strawberries in it. Killer.
I'm
also pralines and cream. Pralines and cream, whatever you call it.
And a praline is a type of nut, right?
It's a candied pecan.
Okay, and I'm not big on nuts.
Okay.
Like, as far as like...
I'm not big on nuts.
I just, for some reason, I'm not like pecans, pralines,
well, they're different.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
There's not nuts in Honey Nut Cheerios.
I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah. Do you go to Ingram Farms? Also, another really specific Tuscaloosa reference. It's an ice cream shop in town. They're exclusively Bluebell.
Yeah. Which, when Bluebell was out,
was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough on them.
It was rough.
But
on
they made
all
it.
Of us.
They made it.
I don't know how.
Yeah, they're actually moving down 43.
Oh.
They're moving from Sokol.
This podcast is sponsored by Ingram Farms.
Yeah, and they're moved 20 minutes further away from town. Hope that works out. Way down 43. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I'm not just gonna sit around with a handful of nuts though. Like, I'm not gonna walk around eating peanuts, at low restaurants where you can just sling peanuts on the ground. I'm not sitting around eating peanuts.
Yeah.
I don't even like peanut butter that much. But you give me a good praline.
Some Reese's though.
Well, that's not real peanut. That's not real peanut
Reese's.
butter. It's powder almost.
Reese's is amazing.
Okay.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's
Pieces.
Those are fake M&Ms.
They're vastly different.
Walking around like an M&M, but they're smaller.
Speaking of nuts and their cousins, the sunflower seed.
Cousins?
Yeah.
Oh.
The sunflower
seeds.
seed.
Nuts and seeds.
I, for probably 10 years of my life, did not realize that when people were putting sunflower seeds in their mouth, they were cracking them open and eating the seed out of them. I thought everybody was just throwing them in their mouth and sucking on the salt on the outside.
And then spit the whole thing back out?
I did it for 10 years.
That's Josh, everybody.
Hey-o.
Half the podcast. He's 30.
30. Also, fun fact, if we're talking about things I didn't know until recently.
How to read. Multiplication tables.
Yeah, not fantastic on those. But this was probably 5 years ago. I was at a party, small group, and people were eating. There was like snacks and stuff set out on the table. There was a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. I got excited because Cool Ranch Doritos are the best Doritos.
Arguable, but I don't disagree with you.
So, go to grab a handful of Cool Ranch Doritos. There were a couple of people around me. They were out. The bag was empty. And I said, dang. I really wanted some ranch Doritos. Cool Ranch Doritos. Mm-hmm. And somebody goes, well, there's ranch chips right there, like Lay's. And I said, I don't like ranch. Dead serious. did not realize that Cool Ranch Doritos were ranch flavored chips.
Did you?
I thought it was just a sweet name, like Cool on the Ranch,
like a nice house,
like we're on the ranch Doritos, because they had like a southwestern-y flair, maybe.
Popular Farm.
Yes,
I
thought that's what Cool Ranch was.
Again, this is Josh. This is Half the Podcast. I've dealt with this for 8 years.
Cool Ranch Doritos were ranch flavored Doritos, and found out that night in an embarrassing manner.
So something I didn't find out for a long time is that Josh is a moron. I'm just kidding. He didn't know that ranch meant ranch.
Thought it was a cool farm.
Popular Farm.
Nice Popular Farm Doritos. Also sponsoring this podcast is Popular Farm Doritos.
Their new Cooler Ranch has more seasoning on it. They have those.
It's a Cooler Ranch.
They have those.
Yeah,
that's new. That's new and real.
Yeah.
Cooler Ranch.
Cooler Ranch.
They got a little extra spritz of the ranch salt or whatever.
I've had
it is.
something. I mean, it's not.
They're fine.
Yeah, it's
Cooler
not
Ranch
aggressive.
Is good. Do you remember the 3D?
Yes, Doritos.
It was like it's like a couch pillow.
Yeah, it was almost like a couch pillow, and the inside was filled with nothing.
It was air. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was just a crispy.
And so that's crazy though that it didn't catch on because they were probably charging you the same amount for
way less.
Just a ton of air.
Yeah,
like
half the bag's full of air. All of the chips are full of air.
Just they're making money hand over fist. Dang. And we were like, I love 3D Doritos.
Yeah.
They come in the little tube.
Were they a tube?
Mm-hmm. It was a tube.
That's cool.
Because if they were in a bag, then you lay some bags on top of each other.
Got you.
Crush them, probably. I don't know. I wasn't involved in the marketing for that, so I don't know specifics. But yeah. So another little fun thing. I was reading a book this week. Or actually, I was listening to a podcast. Jordan Peterson and Theo Vaughn. And a really interesting thing that Jordan Peterson is a psychologist.
Honestly, if you don't know who Jordan Peterson is by now,
if you wouldn't introduce me to him, I would have had no idea. That's just not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he's not that widely known yet.
He's about as widely known as you can get. You people out there that know who he is, you know that he's pretty much one of the most popular people on the planet right now, or most known. Maybe not popular. About half the people on the planet hate his guts.
Yeah. I could see why.
Yeah, if you don't like doing things for yourself and making your own life better with your efforts, I wouldn't like him either.
Yeah. Well, so they were talking about some different things. They started talking about addiction with alcohol and addiction with like illegal substances and stuff.
Coke.
Like really any addiction.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting quote that Jordan Peterson said is, addiction is the substitute for adventure. So he was pretty, and another thing that he said right after that was, there's no game without a target. Is the game worthwhile? Meaning, is the target too close or too far away? Maybe the target isn't far enough away, and you figured that out by your own self-realization that the target isn't far enough away because you're not interested. Like he was saying, like as far as like the game goes with like life or ventures or whatever, is like if the target is too close, then it's not pushing you enough.
Too easy. And so you're constantly just like, you're not into it because it's too like you're constantly, I mean, you're winning. And so you realize by like the fact that it's too close, because of how easily you're attaining it and how easily you're like losing that interest in it. But pretty much was also saying, that addiction is fueled by not having that adventure in your life. So not having anything to chase, not having anything that's like you're striving to attain and stuff like that. And that's how addiction creeps into your life, which I thought was really interesting thought. I'd never thought about it like that before.
formulating your thoughts on it.
I'm just wondering. I'm not a big adventure guy. And
But adventure goes as far as like,
I know, you mean
your
just
business,
conquest in general.
Yeah, like your business, your life. If you don't have at least like little, and even like, I even think that could be with like raising a child.
Could
like,
be.
That's
could
an
be
adventure.
Yeah,
you know?
Start a podcast.
Yeah, start a podcast.
But so, what do you say to the high level entrepreneur who's also a coke addict?
Oh, they're crazy.
Well, it's got your adventure.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
I don't know.
I hadn't thought that far into it.
Yeah. We know plenty of people that like to take a little too extra drink, and they either own their own business or they're successful, married.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe those goals are still just
not enough.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's maybe they're just competing at a higher level, and they're still, or they should be competing at a higher level, but they're not.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jordan Peterson. I've read his 12 Rules for Life. Read it, got the book. It was great. I would listen to him talk about. I would listen to Jordan Peterson read the phone book, but
He's got a very good voice.
Well, just he'd find some way to bring it back to making your life better. But I don't know. Addiction is. I don't know. You can be super successful and a drunk.
Yeah.
So,
but
I don't know. It's a cute sentence.
Yeah.
I get it.
Then again, like I said a second ago, if the target's too close, like you've gotten to a point where you feel like you're successful, and you're like you're good, so you're letting that target get closer to you. And when that target's too close, like I mean, you're still successful.
Yeah.
The things you've done in the past are still making money for you, but your life currently doesn't have. And adventure could be, starting party. I mean, those guys that are, have those addictions and stuff. If they've got families, their kids are probably, being left out of like, their social aspect of their parents' life or whatever. So like, they've let that target for their children get too close, where it's like, hey, I'm not really like going after those kids anymore. I'm not like trying to, better them. I'm just letting them live. I mean, that could be an adventure.
I agree. I agree.
I don't know.
I understand. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
You want to talk about an adventure? Is teaching this little rugrat, or trying to teach her how to crawl.
Mm-hmm.
So she's 8 months old. I've Googled it. Babies start to learn how to crawl between 6 and 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the middle. She's not crawling. She can flip. She can roll over. She can barrel roll across the living room.
Yeah.
She can get in basically like downward facing dog. Not downward facing dog. Whatever the opposite of that is, where you just push up, but your torso and legs are still in the ground.
Morning sunrise.
What? Yeah. So
tropical skittle.
She can tropical skittle it, and roll all over the place.
Yeah.
But my wife had to work last night, so it was me and the babe.
Mm-hmm.
She's just now got to where she can eat the puffs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The little star puffs that dissolve in your mouth.
Yeah.
So the banana ones are better than the strawberry ones, by the way. But anyway,
I haven't tasted any of them.
Yeah, well, the banana ones are good. So what I did is I set up a little like I don't know what you call it, a walkway or like a runway with couch cushions. Put her at one end of it and put a pile of puffs on the other end.
Yeah.
And was just going to see if she could figure out how to get to them.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Like putting a carrot in front of a donkey.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So had the big pile of them at the end. And she's screaming and crying. She can't figure it out. And she's pushing up and rolling and flipping over, but not getting closer. So I got closer to her, laid on the ground with her, and held her foot up.
Okay.
Like I basically made like a wall with my hand that she could push off of, and she would just like snake slither like an inchworm.
Yeah.
To him. She got him working on it, but
that's how some people walk now. So maybe that's just what happens.
Well, maybe. 8 months. She can eat puffs. She can eat food, and So she's not drinking as much milk and formula and stuff. And so she's got to start, man, as soon as she does, like, pick up on them knees, though, I'm going to have to pay attention to her a lot more.
I saw a guy the other day who he was in Walmart, and he was on the ground rolling all the way down.
A guy or a child?
It was a guy. It was a grown man. He was probably 40 years old. He was rolling all the way down the aisle. And I stopped him, and I asked, I said, you know, like, why are you doing that? And he said, my dad, when I was a kid, he put his hand up next to my foot and tried to create and I just couldn't get it. So this is the way I walk now.
Yeah.
So that's how he gets around.
That's fine for that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, watch out.
Yeah, well, I read off the internet I was supposed to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, they probably didn't have the internet when that guy was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
I had the internet.
Yeah.
But I did find out that she's a big fan of crooners. Do you know what that is in music?
Yeah.
It's like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Dean.
So she likes the crooners.
Dean Martin.
Yeah. The old, like, New York guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she likes the brass. A little brass horn.
Okay. Maybe she'll like the intro to our podcast then.
I think she would.
Yeah.
She would.
Ask her about it. I'd like to see what her thoughts are.
I'll bring her on the pod. We'll bring her in for an interview. That'd be funny. Just sit her down in the middle.
Yeah.
And let her just babble into the thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
She probably got some good things to say.
But the out of the babe's mouth, whatever the rest of that is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But no, she likes crooners.
Mm-hmm.
So we just loaded up a Spotify playlist of best of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin.
Dang.
I almost said Lee Harvey Oswald.
Mm-hmm.
Not him.
He was a crooner, all right.
Not doing a lot of singing.
Yeah.
But she really enjoyed it.
Sweet. Is she dancing and stuff now too?
Is
she crooning?
I think she will.
Okay.
Not quite. She's got to get the some teeth first, which are coming.
I've seen some grandmas without teeth who can sing.
They did have teeth though.
They did, yeah, but
she hasn't had any yet.
I don't think they remember that they had teeth anymore.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
We are probably at the point now where we can do the YouTube of the movie trailer.
We're going to watch a movie trailer. Neither one of us have seen the trailer.
Yeah. Neither one of us have seen the trailer.
We're going to watch it. Y'all will watch along with us.
Oh, no. I just turned the TV off.
Oh, great. Josh, are we going to comment during the trailer or try and keep that to a minimum?
Ooh.
Or can we pause it?
I mean, we could. I would rather go all the way through one time.
Okay.
But
that's why I asked.
We can. I think we can talk through it. I mean, I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna be digesting.
Okay.
More than anything, but whatever you feel necessary is. I mean, half the podcast is yours. So.
Yeah. I got you.
And the name of the trailer was
Vivarium.
Put my glasses on.
Vivarium.
Vivarium.
So, if y'all don't know what that is, neither do we.
Yeah, I have no idea. The suggested title was Viva La Bam, which was a great TV show.
I didn't like that. I mean, it was fun.
I liked it.
It was a poor man's Jackass. So, yeah. I don't know.
So that's one for you on cussing so far.
No, that's A, that's an animal, and B, it was the name of the show.
They didn't name it because of the animal, though.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
You don't know that. You couldn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. We're talking about...
yeah, so Josh has a really bad mouth.
Sometimes.
And so our wives are also friends. Yeah. So they were discussing how to keep Josh and myself from cursing too much. So we never finalized this, but I guess we'll just finalize it on the pod.
We're not finalizing it yet.
Yeah. So
if we're finalizing it today, then that is one strike for you.
No, in the ongoing, we
haven't figured out what the torture is yet.
So we're gonna keep a dry erase board behind us in between during the episode. And each time one of us cusses, you get a mark, and then at the end of either like the month or the episode
quarter
or the whatever it is
year,
something terrible happens to the person. and we haven't decided. I wanted to do a taser.
Definitely don't want to do a taser.
Like, let's say,
I think a taser for me would be good, but I think what would be better for you is you have to eat something extremely hot because you don't take hot stuff well.
I'd have to go to the hospital.
I'm an EMT.
So I'll eat a ghost pepper, and I can stab you with a knife in the opposite chest of your heart.
It's not even close. Let's watch this trailer.
Yeah, all right. Vivarium.
Oh, there's a ad. Skip ad.
Here we go. All right. Vivarium. It's got Eisenberg in it, I think.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to Yonder, a wonderful development. It has all you need and
Section 8 housing.
Number 9.
Would never live here.
Number 9 is not a starter home. This house is forever. Maybe for a boy. Do you have children? It's not exactly what we're looking for. That guy was so strange. Yeah. Wait. No, I don't think this is the right way. Yeah, this is where we came in.
Oh, no.
Number 9.
Something's amiss.
Did we just do some kind of...
Why do they have a ladder on top of their car?
Because I think this is not possible. We can't make turns like this over and over. We have gone this way, Tom. Oh my god.
It's your forever home.
Mm.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
Where'd they get a ladder from? Anyway.
It was on top of their car.
What if they don't come?
Emojin Poots.
Should we just stay here and wait to die?
Oh, no, thank you.
Uh,
Oh, you have a baby now.
It's a boy.
For how long?
their house is back.
Oh,
All we wanted was a home.
ooh, no.
That's not that great.
Creepy little mutant.
Well, that's true. So, I'm probably gonna watch that. Actually, I want to know what happens. But it said raise a child and be released. So does that mean freaking 18 years or like?
I'm gonna assume released means death. So I don't know what we were planning to do with this segment.
We're reviewing the movie.
This was the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Review that movie based on the trailer.
Awful. I will not see it. I don't go to theaters to
see it.
begin with.
I will definitely be seeing that just because I'm extremely intrigued now about what happens.
Were they all 9?
I think they just kept driving around and they would see the number 9. Also, why are they driving around with a freaking ladder on top of the roof of a VW Golf?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It seemed like they needed that to get on
Are they
the
a
roof.
roofer?
Yeah.
They're roofers?
Family
of roofers raises child.
At one time in my life, I was a delivery driver for Jimmy John's. So driving around driving around apartment complexes you don't know feels like that sometimes.
I could see that.
I could relate until the baby came and they burned a house down. I never did that.
You wouldn't burn your house down.
I don't know.
Thinking about after you had like when they said you're having a baby, you didn't think I should probably burn my house down.
Okay, first thought, I'm not eating their food. You know that's laced with chemicals.
Where are you gonna eat? Where are you gonna eat then?
I don't know.
You gonna eat the kid?
Let's say none, and I've got 30 days to figure out what to do, because that's about how long you'd make it without food. Maybe 40 if you stretch it out and don't run a bunch. But I can tell you one thing. movies like this, the way they get into your head is through the food they feed you. So I'm not doing that, especially freeze-dried shrimp. Didn't seem refrigerated.
If they had freeze-dried taquitos, I would eat them.
That's probably part of why it was going like that.
It probably would, but man, I'd eat the freeze-dried taquitos.
Yeah.
Shrimp, not touching. Touching shrimp.
I don't know.
Shrimp is a very...
Yeah. I didn't see any frost on the packaging to indicate
it's kind
that
of like like when you think about it, though, for a second, it's kind of like you're talking about a marriage. Like, you get married, you get this house, and then you're slave for 18 years after you have a kid.
You're a slave.
You're a slave.
You're a slave.
You're a slave.
To who?
To the kid.
That's if you choose to be the slave to a kid.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you're going to let your kid run your house.
We ain't going to run my house, but like...
You're a slave to him, but he doesn't run the house? That doesn't sound right.
It doesn't, does it?
You just quoting what you said. No, I'm not eating that food. I'm not drinking their water. Would they get a bunch of shaving cream? How'd they get help written on the thing?
Oh, I have no...
On the roof.
Probably poop.
It was white. Did you watch the trailer?
I did. It was probably white poop. Like
white
pigeon poop. It was pigeon poop.
All right.
They constructed a device
that
pigeons pooped into.
They couldn't get out of a neighborhood, but they created a device that created a bunch of pigeon poop.
You got a bunch of houses you can tear down and create a device with.
Anyway.
I'm giving this movie a 7.5 out of 10.
How many taquitos does this movie get?
I
think we just came up with something. It's out of 5.
Out of 5 taquitos.
Yeah, so we're going to rate movies with taquitos. Gosh, that was...
I'm thinking this movie gets a 3 out of 5 taquitos. 3.5 taquitos.
Okay.
So that'd be 75%, right? No.
It'd be 60.
It'd be 60. Oh.
You can give it whatever you want. If you want it to be 75%, you're probably at 4. That's 80%. 3.8.
3.8 taquitos.
3.8 out of 5.
3.8 out of 5.
We'll slap that above his face.
75% of taquitos.
What's your... No, we're not doing percentage of taquitos. It's 3. It's 0. It's 1 to 5.
3.8.
I'm giving it a 2.
You don't believe Jesse Eisenberg can pick a picture and be like, this is a movie I want to make, and it's a 2. I've
never seen the chick in a movie. That doesn't mean much.
That chick's in a lot of movies.
What did I just say? I have not seen that chick in movies. Not a big fan of...
Poots?
Eisenberg.
You're not a fan of him?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm asking.
There was no question mark at the end of that sentence. Anyway, I feel like Eisenberg always plays the whiny dweebo in movies, and that gets on my nerves. He was okay in what's the zombie movie?
Oh,
Double Tap.
Zombieland.
Double Tap. That's the second one. He was okay in that towards the end when he actually acts like a dude. Any guy that can't get his wife out of a neighborhood, I can't relate to him.
Well, that's where your wife's gonna put you.
Magic or not,
in the neighborhood.
Magic or not, it just seems. I don't know, anybody that treats their children like that too. I'm just not a big fan of that. So 2.2. 2.2. 2.2 taquitos out of 5. You gave it a 3.8.
Yeah. So what would 2.2 be in percentages?
It's times 2. So 44%. Oh no, I don't know. No, it's 44. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Why do you keep trying to get percentages? We're doing out of 5 taquitos.
My brain works better that way. I work better with percentages.
Do you want to do percentages or taquitos?
No, taquitos is fine. Okay. I'm just going to try and convert it to percentages.
That'll be another recurring bit we do. Josh doing math.
It'll be a great bit. I suck at math.
So, yeah. I mean, I guess you can go see that movie if you want to.
I'm definitely going to see it.
It looked kind of dumb in my opinion, but...
I probably won't see it in theaters. I'll say that. I'll wait till it comes out on demand or something like that. But
yeah. With 2 out of 2, I'd watch it, but I'm not going to pay money to watch it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of years and it comes out on Netflix by itself.
Yeah. Disney
I'll probably
Plus.
watch it. It's not a Disney movie, so it probably won't be on Disney Plus.
Maybe.
And who knows? 20 years from now, we can add that to the nostalgia bit.
Yeah,
We'll watch it again.
Imogen Poots. That was her name, and that's cracking me up. Imogen Poots.
Poots?
Mogen, and then her last name was Poots. She had a childhood, I can guarantee you.
Poots? All right.
She had.
Can I drop my score?
No. First score is lasting score.
Okay, 2.2. I wish it was 1.9.
Just because her
last name's Poots.
Yeah, her last name's
Why
Poots.
would you ever put her in a movie?
But it popped up on the thing. It said Jesse Eisenberg and Imogen Poots and I was like, her name's Imogen Poots.
Imogen Poots. Imogen. If you ever see this,
I'm sorry for what your parents did to you, or your ancestors.
Poots, Butts, Wiener. You can change your last name. You go down to the courthouse for an hour or two, and you can get your last name changed and your first name.
Wiener.
Oh, Anthony Wiener.
Wiener just cracks me up. The word wiener cracks me up.
Wiener, Poots, Butts.
Wiener.
It can be, yeah. It's too easy to change your name nowadays to keep that. Unless you like it, which if you like your last name being Poots or Butts, I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
So that is that. So that'll be. I don't guess we have a name for that yet. But the scoring will be out of 5 taquitos.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So congratulations on being with us during our inaugural. That was the word I was trying to think of earlier.
Inaugural.
Yeah. Not like the pilot. It was inaugural. Our inaugural full-length episode. Our inaugural TV trailer bit.
Mm-hmm.
Where we score them using taquitos. We're thankful that you guys came along with us on that bit.
We're thankful that you're still here, if you're still here.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Check us out on Instagram and YouTube at Aggressively Medium Pod. Also, check us out on iTunes, Spotify. Watch some more episodes. Tune in next week when we will have Godzilla as our guest.
Didn't know that till now, so that's cool. Also, if you're in the Tuscaloosa or Central and West Alabama area, come by and check out Cheese Louise.
Yeah.
It's my food truck on our campus at the University of Alabama. We also travel for events. Come check us out. It's the best grilled cheese you could ever have. I promise. And also, if you need some clothes, a jacket, some shorts.
Check out Mammoth.
Hats, T-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, sweatshirts. MammothClothing.co. Do not put an M in it.
It's a dirty website. .m. .com. Yeah, so, and I think what would be, I just thought of this, toss it away if you don't like it, is we create sandwiches on our podcast.
That will never be on my menu. It's there for a reason. Unless it's killer.
That'd be good. Or you just bring them in, like a one that you're thinking about.
We could play around with that.
Yeah.
Let you guys design the next logo on his shirt.
Yeah, maybe so.
Put butts and wieners and boots on it.
It's already in development.
Yeah, so.
Half of our shirts have wieners on them.
Yeah, but, God almighty. But yeah, guys, again.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.